to our banking story. How long have you been with your bank? Why haven't you moved your account? The Competition and Markets Authority doesn't think many of us are getting a good deal, and they're urging us to switch banks and get a better one. Anthony Brown is chief executive of the industry group, the British Bankers Association. He says that research shows that most people are satisfied with their bank.
The overwhelming number one reason why people don't change current account is because they're happy with their current account and therefore can't see the point of changing. Now, if you are one of the 10% who isn't happy with your current account, or you think you're paying too much, then go switch.
Jonathan Davis is an economist and wealth manager from Hertfordshire. Jonathan, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Roberto.
Jonathan, this is a great business to be in banking. They can get away with anything, and when they run out of money, we give them more money, and we are more faithful to the banks than we are to our partners.
It was as if I was listening to myself there, Roberto. That's exactly my point of view. They're profit-seeking businesses, and yet when they make vast losses, we hand them loads of money. Well, that to me is not how business should be run. However, the chairman of the British Bankers Association says that basically people are happy with their bank accounts. Well, he would say that, wouldn't he? Because he and his members are making fortunes out of customers who are not optimising their banking.
It's part of the problem, apart from this misguided loyalty, that there just isn't enough choice in the marketplace.
Well, pardon me. There is in economics a concept by the name of oligopoly. Most people will know monopoly, where one organisation controls a market. An oligopoly is where a small number of companies controls a market. And there are 5 banking groups, everyone knows their names, which have nearly 9 in 10 of all current accounts in the UK. And I can tell you, the economists will show you the mathematical proofs. If you are in a monopoly or an oligopoly, you do far, far better than the customer. So absolutely, it's hugely profitable. There's only a few other banks outside of the top 5, and they clearly have a very small market share.
Look, I'll give you an example, just a personal example. At the moment, I'm in negotiation with my bank because at some stage down the line, they changed my account to one of these premium, platinum, super-duper accounts. Didn't realise they were charging me a monthly. They signed me up for all sorts. Now we're in negotiations to get the money back, and they're being really shirty. And do you know what? I'm still scared of moving.
Well, isn't that very interesting psychology? If my bank had treated me like that, I probably would be off like a shot. And I think the fear of moving is, oh, but what if that standing order that I've got going, what if it doesn't get paid? What if my monthly salary doesn't go into my bank account when it should do? And so on and so on. Well, there's a code of conduct that the banks must adhere to when you are shifting your banking. And if they mess it up, they ought to compensate you. So, people should not have a fear of moving their bank. I would agree with the chairman of the Bankers Association that people are essentially okay with their banking, and ultimately that's the issue. I know I've been with the same bank for 15 years, and I'm basically okay with it. But if you have hassles, you should not have a fear of moving, that's for sure. And also, particularly, if you are a regular taking overdrafts, dipping into an overdraft every other month, that's where the banks really hammer you for charges. There will be other banks around which will offer much lower cost overdrafts. And those are the people who really should be considering switching.
Jonathan, a pleasure as always. Thank you, my friend. Jonathan Davis, economist and wealth manager from Hertfordshire.